An hour late already, and they hadn't sent a single message. Kat would give them 5 more minutes, 10 at the tops, before she headed back to the castle. The faint sound of a branch snapping caught her attention. She looked up and towards the direction of the noise. "Took you long enough," she muttered sourly. Her first warning of combat was the lead ball smashing into her head. A chunk of her health disappeared from the critical blow. Kat rocked backward, the costume she wore melting away into the form of her dark armor. Blackened plate mail wrapped tightly around her body. She cursed as another round whizzed by her. "A bloody trap," Kat hissed under her breath. Of course it was. She'd been a fool to come out here alone. A second ball slapped against her chest plate, stealing another chunk of life. "Damn dwarves! Can't they fight with honest steel?" she cursed, drawing her obsidian axe and shield. 3 stout little creatures charged her from the bushes. They sprinted towards her, drawing short weapons. 2 paused long enough to fire another round from their flintlocks. 1 ball struck the tree she stood next to. The other hit her hip plate. Kat would have loved to get her paws on firearms of her own. The last charging dwarf fired. The lead shot struck her shield, taking with it another sliver of life. "Come on, then!" she shouted. A new dwarf stepped into the small clearing. This one wore no visible armor except a leather smock and a thick belt laden with tools. He carried with him a large ornate box which he dropped on the ground. As it landed, the item started to move, transforming into something. Tiny treads unfolded from the sides as a turret slid up and out of the box. "Oh, just great," Kat groused. They had a miniature tank bot. She'd heard the dwarves couldn't cast magic. Instead, they had tinkerers and engineers. "Greater vampiric edge," Kat whispered, running a hand along her weapon. An angry red glow spread across it just as the first dwarf met her. He dashed towards her with a small axe in hand. It began to glow as the fighter activated his melee skill. A chunk of her life disappeared as he flashed past her. The iron ball braided into his beard flailed about as he turned. Through the mass of facial hair, his big, pearly teeth glinted as he grinned wickedly.
"Ain't nothing personal, darling,"
the dwarf rumbled. That's where he was wrong. Kat was taking this all too personally. She sidestepped his next attack and slashed her axe hard across his torso. Blood from his wound surged up the obsidian axe blade, healing her. As she engaged the leader, the other 2 dwarves flanked her. Kat's left side was protected by her black heater shield. She kept it up defensively as she attacked with her axe. The vexed dwarf hammered at her barrier, trying to get past the guard. A dwarven crafted short sword rained down on her right side despite her attempts to parry. Out of the corner of her eye, she noticed a round shape land next to her. She risked a glance. A spiked black ball was hissing, shaking, and grinning up at her with a painted, goofy smile. The fuse sputtered once before dipping into the cavity of the device. "A grenade!" Kat thought, diving away just as the ball exploded. Steel shards pinged off her armor like metal rain. The 3 dwarves gave chase, hacking at her armored body. Her health continued to fall rapidly. Using her shield as a crutch, Kat levered herself up. Fine then. If she was going to die, she didn't need to hold back. "Asmodeus's wrath!" she bellowed, and a black aura spilled from her armor. The dark, blood-smelling smoke quickly solidified into ebony blades circling her body. The leader lunged at her, eager for the kill. His steel axe struck a blackened sword, bouncing off. A second blade struck out from the swirling mass, slashing the fighter. Blood flicked into the air before being sucked into her armor. Kat's health ticked up a few notches.
"Ain't fair,"
the dwarf scoffed. Well, the dwarves had their toys, and Kat hers. "Life ain't fair!"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.